One moment, Envoy. Captain, we have a ruptured bulkhead on Deck 5.
Outer or inner bulkhead?
Outer. Structural damage, too.
I'll take this one, Major.
Certainly, Captain. Routing engineering control to you now.
Tell me, Envoy, your impressions of our enemy.
They were boring in from every side. No evasive tactics, no pattern attacks, no enfilade.
No self-preservation instinct.
Just attack, and to hell with surviving it.
They seem determined to destroy themselves, all right. But I thought their attack was confused.
Did their actions seem confused to you, Envoy?
Yes, the attack seemed scattered.
Yes, scattered. They didn't concentrate their fire. It doesn't make sense.
Major, do you mean they deliberately held their fire?
When we were fighting the Cardassians, sometimes we would attack an outpost, just to test its defenses, to plan our real attack.
I'll research it, analyze the patterns of attack. I think we may be onto something.
Good. In the meantime, the turbo lifts, I'm not showing damage, but they're down all over the station. Could you?
Right away. Excuse me, Envoy.
Envoy, we seem to be out of danger for the moment.
Is the station badly damaged?
Apparently no. No casualties. Some circuits out, overloaded. A few hull breaches, nothing serious. We had containment fields up already because of the storm. It's a tough old Cardassian fortress, Envoy. We're out of danger, but we're still in trouble. We're cut off completely from help on Bajor, or reinforcements from Starfleet. And we're severely short-handed.
You can't even contact the planet of Bajor?
No. The plasma storm makes the 5-hour crossing a foolish risk. And subspace communications are out of the question. Plasma disruptions like this one have been known to rip ships and stations in two. Even tough old Cardassian ones.
Cardassian? Isn't this a Federation outpost?
No, Envoy. The Bajorans own this station. Turned over to them by treaty with the Cardassians. The Federation is here only at the invitation of the Bajoran government.
The Cardassians left us with a pitiful excuse for an infrastructure, Envoy. Systems of spit and wire.
But it's still got a backbone of solid uranium. Good thing, too.
Short-handed? Why, Captain?
The station's been evacuated, Envoy, because of the storm.
When will the plasma storm end? Do you know?
Good question. Lieutenant, report please on the plasma storm. Present intensity, estimated duration.
Intensity up 20% overall. Duration anywhere from another 12 to 46 hours.
Were you able to evacuate the station completely? Before the storm rose, I mean.
Yes, or almost. Transports took about 500 people to Bajor for safety. Almost all the station personnel. But one transport didn't make it out. Isn't that right, Major?
An old Subite freighter. First they were hung up on a docking clamp, then stabilizer problems. They were lucky to make it back to the station.
The passengers are now in a designated safe zone. Level 7, Section 5.
Otherwise known as Quark's Bar. A Ferengi establishment.
Yes. Less than 24 people on board and still he insists on staying open. There's probably a rule of acquisition that addresses even this situation.
The riskier the road, the greater the profit. Number 62.
How may I assist you, Captain?
You must help Ambassador Carrick open up lines of communication with the Scythians. We've got to determine their relationship to the drones. Are they enemies? Or are we...
Captain, the drone that fled the station attack. It was recording data the whole time. Locations of our phaser banks, shield generators, our vulnerable spots.
Permission to pursue, Captain.
Permission denied, Major. We need the Defiant. Dax, I want you to analyze these drone activities. All of them. Right now it's the only clue we have to their intentions. Major Kira, I want you to load a weapons sled onto one of the runabouts and prepare it for immediate deployment.
Right away, Captain. I'll use the Hudson. It's more maneuverable. I'll be finished here in a few minutes.
Now, Envoy, where were we?
We were talking about communicating with the Scythians.
Yes. You understand the importance, don't you, Envoy? The Scythians are our best link to whoever or whatever has taken a dislike to our being here. We're depending on Ambassador Carrick to open that link. and the ambassador is obviously depending on your help.
Where are the Scythians now?
Their ship is moored at the end of Corridor A, docking bay 3. Security is watching them.
Where can I find Ambassador Carrick?
His quarters are in the habitat ring, cabin 6A. It shouldn't be hard to find. If you have any trouble, contact Odo, our chief of security.
Odo is the shapeshifter.
Changeling is a more diplomatic term, Bannock.
What are the details, Captain?
You'd best learn the details from the ambassador.
I'll leave now and report to Ambassador Carrick in his quarters.
Good. Dax, see if you can restore power to the turbolift. After all he's done for us, I'd rather not force Envoy Bannock to use the stairs.
I'm trying. Envoy, I can get you as far as the promenade. You'll have to walk from there.
Thank you, Envoy. That's all.